Yo, I just wanted to get on here and I know this is like a real touchy subject, but I thought I might as well just jump on it. I was just watching the what do we have to what we have to talk about Cosby, Bill Cosby, and it was the four, I think it's like 4 or 5 part series documentary on what happened with Bill Cosby and what the heck's going on. And it's still weird to me because Bill Cosby's always been in my life. Bill Cosby raised me almost. My parents weren't really around, you know what I mean? Bill Cosby was on the TV and Bill Cosby was from Philly, you know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking too. There's parts of me that I know Bill Cosby of that I don't think a lot of people know. Like I was saying that he was on all the shows, and then I seen in the documentary that he really was on all the shows. He was on all the kiddie shows. He had the reading. He was on everyone, Electric Company, every single kid show. He was on it, and then he had Fat Albert. He had there was so many shows that Bill Cosby was on, even before the Cosby Show. That he was a part of my life as a kid, you know what I mean? So, and then as me wanting to be an actor and wanting to be a movie star, like Bill Cosby's the only one who was really like, I wanted, even in life, I wanted to be like the character he was in I Spy, because all the other characters on TV, they're all like, I don't know, they just seemed like at the time all the characters were always second fiddle, and I felt that the character that Bill played in I Spy was the closest thing to a lead role for a male actor, and he doesn't have to be a clown or he doesn't have to get slapped around. So he was the only person I seen, and he was cool about it in there. You know what I mean? He was highly intellectual. He played tennis. He's just like, he does it all. So Bill Cosby, it helped me form the direction of where I would like to be. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be like a buffoon. I wanted to be a respectable comedian if I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? And Uptown Saturday Night. There's so many things that Bill Cosby has contributed, and not only in my life, because when I was growing up, even my parents, like, so while I'm in the house with them, they're playing this stuff too. And the specials. Bill Cosby is one of the people that in my family that I think we all had every Bill Cosby stand up on VHS or at the house, or if they came on, we would just leave it on. You know what I mean? We would leave it on and we would cook, just let Cosby play. He's funny. You know what I mean? It's something that we all could just let go. And then when the Cosby Show came on, it's like right back again. So this is a guy who in my life is like, he's a staple. And it was hard for me to even me, like the whole time that they were saying it, I was like, they're just trying to hate on a black man, you know what I mean? And I couldn't figure out why. I mean, what do they benefit from this? And and all that. And so after watching it, there's like 65 women, and like a few of them just start telling their stories, and they all sound similar. You know what I mean? After a while, like 65 women. Like, how do you get 65 women to all like come together on something about you? And how did they get them? Well, for what though? I mean, for what? After a while, and being in a home where it was an abusive. It's the funniest thing is that I lived in an abusive home, but from the outside, it was like the Huxtables. You know what I mean? People would come over, like, yeah, they're all my friends. I had my friends. Somehow I picked friends that didn't have dads or stuff like that, and they would come over and they were like, this is perfect, you know what I mean? I have my own room, I have a mom and a dad, you know what I mean? We're not poor, we really did. It came up out of the, you know what I mean? My dad had, for a while, a Benz of every year, you know what I mean? Every year, just the new one. And he was just going, and then he went to Beamers, and Beamers doing it, the same thing like that all the time. So, even when I go to church, when I try to going to church, and I still feel awkward because it's like every time we're moving to a new place and I don't really know anybody, so I'm not trying to push myself on anybody. I'm kind of shy, but when he pulls up in the Benz and then I get in, then when I come out the next time, oh hey hey, you know what I mean? So like everyone like loves him, so and it was abused by both parents all the time, mental and physical. And then when I got kicked out, or when we got in a fight and I was kicked out, um, and I go to my friends. I was kicked out a lot of times, and it's weird that like because my out it looks so much like the Huxtables. My friends don't even really think about it. Like so when it all came down, I tried to tell them that I was being abused this whole time. That's what it was. It was hard for them to really believe me. Luckily, I tell the truth, and you're not gonna like I don't believe you, but it was hard for them to process. Like we have all these conversations, like but it was like this, and like I didn't really think of it like that. Like, but I was living at your house at 13. You know what I mean? I told you had to come pick me up. I was outside in the snow with no shoes. Like, but it was such a good. It looked so good from the outside that it was hard to believe that things like that were going on inside there. So thinking about Bill Cosby, like it's it really probably is. It's not hard to believe. It's hard for my humans' minds to put both in one box, to say that you can be an angel and a devil at the same time. You know what I mean? You expect if you're gonna be one way that you should be that way all the time, and you shouldn't go too far. If you are, you can't. We don't expect a person like this to turn into this, you know what I mean, and still be both. Like, so I get it, and I don't still don't, you know what I mean. It's a complex relation, but then I started thinking about like this society where I live in, that I contribute to um this white male power structure, or man power structure, against women and black women and women of color, and how if I ever stand up around black men and around any men and say that I believe the women, like you're gonna get backlash. You know what I mean? Like it's just part of it. And like I was part of it too. Like when you're swimming in it, that's how I know about racism, because I swim in sexism. When I'm swimming in it, I don't think about it. But then when you look up and you're like, oh wait a minute, I'm in water. You know what I mean? Then you have to do something about it. So I totally like I support black women. I support all women that like I know there's women that tell stories, but I know that there's a lot of these ones that are all true. You know what I mean? People are not gonna come out and say stuff like that for no reason. You know what I mean?